Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of WomanRising TV. I'm Joanne Amaya Cohen and honored to be here with you today as we're talking about something that's very near and dear to my heart. I have the privilege to work with smart, talented, extraordinary women who are experiencing or suffering from a variety of hormonal and reproductive health issues. And we talk about PMS or fertility challenges, postpartum issues, fibroids, cysts, endometriosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, low libido, mood swings, irritability. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of what women are experiencing throughout their childbearing years. And women are very fascinating because there's a few things that we do. Either we just kind of deal with it. We just put up with our symptoms because they've become so normalized in our society. We do nothing. We pretend they don't exist, and at some point they'll just all disappear. Or we go see our doctors who recommends the birth control pill or possibly says there's nothing that we can do about this. And the spiral of not focusing or not dealing or having a pharmaceutical given to us creates a further disconnect with our feminine health. One of the things I'm most fascinated with is why? Why is this symptom happening for a woman? What is actually underneath? So for me, I just get so curious. Why? It's a very, very simple question. Because what happens is that we tend to focus on the symptoms and how do we get rid of them and how do we relieve our symptoms. But that's actually not healing. Healing happens when we can touch into the wound and get to the root. So it's kind of similar, when you're walking and you stub your toe really hard, it's super painful. And immediately you put your hand to your toe. And that contact of you touching into that wound, all of a sudden, relieves some of the pain. Relieve some of the tension in your body from that reaction of the pain. And so the conversation that's really important to be having is, how do we touch into your wound? How do we touch into the root so that we can actually create hormonal balance? And this can mean a whole plethora of things. And this is what I do in my practice. So it could be current life stress. It could be trauma from the past that hasn't been dealt with and is just sitting in those tissues. It could be heavy metal toxicity, inflammation, parasites, infection, possibly an infection that's active or dormant, but the body's registering it as something and it's getting in the way or blocking your health. So I just kind of wanted to start this conversation with you to start you thinking what's going on? What's happening underneath my symptoms? So in the comments below, I would love to hear from you. Have you ever wondered if there's something more to your physical health? Have you ever thought, yeah, actually I know that my emotions are completely linked to my hormonal health? Tell us more about what has supported you, what emotional techniques possibly you've used, and what sort of healing in the physical you've then received. This is a massive conversation, and it's really part of my mission to bring this out into the world so that we stop looking at symptomatic relief, we stop looking at health, and we start looking at feminine connection and healing. So please, in the comments below, tell us your thoughts. Tell us if a light bulb just went off and you're like, whoa, this makes total sense. I'd love to hear from you. I hope this was insightful and perhaps bring some revelations. So see you next time.